It's a dedicated live music club. Showcases mostly national bands, but also strong local bands.
I was born and raised in the Pacific.
Opened in November of 1989. We're not a bar. We're not here for football games, so we're open from 12 to 20 days a month. I always lived in Milwaukee, and I've been a music fan, but not a musician. So I started my own concert promotion company at UWM in 1983, and then decided that we really needed a small venue in Milwaukee. It's from Spinal Tap. That's where we got the Stonehenge from back there.
Children of Stone Age, beneath the haunted moon.
You know, when the movie came out, I was with my friend Dave Lerson. I said, if I want him at a nightclub, I got to call it Shank Hall because it'd be a really funny bit. Like I said, the Spinal Tap guys, Harry Shearer has been here, and Michael McKean, he has been here. They did a press conference, and they sort of get a kick that I took a 5-second bit out of their movie and had a nightclub after it. And a lot of the British bands said, well, we just watched it on the bus before we got here. So kids in their 20s playing on the stage go, what am I playing in front of Pi for? You know, they don't quite get it. Certainly it's a place where local bands can play and feel, you know, get their best presentation. It's really about the music. And we have no video games, we no pool tables, and we have a TV on only for like emergency or to watch a game during load-in, but we don't have TVs on. And we do 8 o'clock shows, we're not playing till 2 o'clock. We don't have drink specials, so no one's getting hammered. And I think everyone of all, you know, variety of music can feel comfortable here because we're not too goth, or we're not too metal, or we're not too, you know, we're a safe, good sounding room that people can enjoy. And we get, you know, if you're playing Shank Hall, it means something around the world, and local bands can, you know, it's impressive on their resume. Yeah, here's the Johnette Whistle, and there's Steve Howe. 311 played here too. And there's Jewel, Sarah McLachlan, Alanis Morissette, No Doubt, Smashing Pumpkins, Goo Goo Dolls. The Violent Femmes have played here. They actually recorded a song called Peter Jest. That's on a B-side of a French import. It's just 2 minutes of noise, no lyrics, but they recorded it here. Keifer Sutherland started his tour here, and he kept coming up. Peter, is it okay if I stay long? Keifer Sutherland, sure, no problem. You know, got him another drink, and he went back and talked to people. He was really fun. It was the first day he ever did outside of California, and he was really nervous, but he did a good show, and then we had like 250 people. He met everybody, and then he hung out with some friends till like 2 in the morning, and kept coming up. Are you okay? We can leave. No, Keifer Sutherland, we're not going to kick you out. So, you know, John Paul Jones was right back there and said, you know, Peter, where your club ends, that's where the barricade started for Led Zeppelin. So that was really fun to hear. I mean, he was so enthralled to play a club where people were right here in front of him, you know, because they didn't do that many live dates, and then he didn't do much afterwards. So that was exciting. You know, Glenn Tilbrook from Squeeze, who danced on the bar. At the end of the night, him and the band, they spin music. He had his iPod, and he was dancing around in the bar, and that was fun. This would be the front door where everyone comes in, and they see Dave, and they give Dave the ticket, or he takes the money. It's pretty simple. You come in here, and there's the soundboard for the sound guys to mix on. Now the room is set up more cafe style tonight, but we can add a few more tables for like sit down, or like a rock show, they might want to clear a room. And then backstage is just up here. You know, people up here can store cases. We can store extra chairs. You know, a little bit of catering is always out for them. You know, pretty simple, but you're far enough in back, you know, to get away from the crowd and have a private moment. And this was in the 50s, like a Department of Public Works, like a garage for the DPW cars. And then it became like a Capitol Records distribution in the 60s. So this is where all the Beatles records were distributed in Wisconsin. Basic room, but the sight lines, and for hearing, it's perfect. So there's not a bad seat or view or pole or something for a band. So the pandemic certainly was one out of that no one ever thought of. Fortunately, the grants helped, but I mean, and it's still hard. Some people still don't want to go inside. You know, we skew to an order crowd, so that doesn't help. Yeah. But stuff like that, You know, Wisconsin, the blizzard, you know, you got a big show on a Saturday and you need a big walk up and there comes a foot of snow.
The organ is being deployed. It's covered with camouflage. It's raining like a demon. And look! The Corkmaster Trio! Can you dig it?
Or what's worse is you have these weathermen that say Armageddon's coming, stay in, don't go out, and then it's an inch of snow. You know, so the weather guys really annoy me sometimes when they scare people away. Those are minor things, and every city has something like that. Places go out of business because people don't know what they're doing. I mean, there have been over 100 places that have closed since we've opened. You know, it's the music business. You have to like music and you have to understand business.
Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Shank, for having me here.
Sometimes people don't realize what they're missing yet. People gotta, you know, support what they like, otherwise it goes away, whether it be a nightclub or a restaurant. You know, liking on Facebook doesn't help.